Right, give me a review.
Aaron's 5-minute pro review. Crispy boots, definitely recommend. I've had these, I think it was a year in November, and I've walked probably over 500 miles, 600 miles in these. Outlasted a lot of other boots. Not going to say which names or makes, but I've not had to replace these yet for splitting or leaking. Soles still got a bit of life left on them. I'll probably resole after Christmas. Talking about boots, some people like trainers, some people like boots. It's what fits your feet. That's why I don't recommend footwear really, because we've all got different feet. Phil's got platypus feet, I've got normal feet. We don't like the same boots, but the boots we use work for us. I do like to wear trainers sometimes, but I am more of a booty kind of person. There you go, there's that done. Right, this table, I don't even know where I got this from actually, mate. I think this is Go Outdoors special, isn't it?
Yeah, you can buy them off Go Outdoors.
Yeah, they're about a tenner.
Oh, I think they're less than that.
Are they?
Yeah, I think you can, it depends if you're getting shipping. It can be like 7 quid, 7 or 8 quid.
I think I paid a tenner with shipping because I don't like going to shop, because I don't like people. Yeah, they're really good. I chop mine down as Phil has done with his, because they're too long for our sort of camping. But they make a good little table for putting your crap on. The only thing I will say is they're quite spiky on the back end, so be careful where you put them in your bag. I always put mine in the netting at the front because I don't care about that. But yeah, it's a good bit of kit, light enough again. And then on to the next MSR 3 Light 1. I quite like this little tent. Winds got quite high last night and it was fine. I felt sound. I've used this on quite a few little trips now, and quite impressed with it. Good little tent for a one man tent ain't for everybody, and I wouldn't recommend them if you're a bit claustrophobic, but I don't mind it if I'm doing a short overnighter. I wouldn't want to do it for, I don't know if I'd want to do the coast to coast in this in the winter.
No.
I don't think I'd want a one-man tent on a winter through hike. For the summer, definitely. Winter, I think I'd use a 2-man, or even what Phil's in now, and just carry the extra weight, because you can't do the miles anyway in the winter because it's just yomping in the dark. But I digress. Another thing I'd recommend getting for winter hiking is a little thermal flask so you can make your brew, put it on the side and it ain't cold in a minute. That's the only thing. You make a coffee out here and it's cold within 30 seconds. Ever new? Does what it says on the tin. It's a freaking pot for boiling water and cooking in. Don't cook in it though, because I cooked in it last night and that's what it does, and that ain't gonna come out now. So there's that. One thing I will say, I really like this stove. Messner hates it because he says he doesn't like pumping up the bottle. It's the Soto Stormbreaker, so it's a multi-fuel stove. You can use gas, use petrol. It's pretty good. I like it, I rate it. Flame's consistent. You can't use it in your vestibule though, or in the porch of your tent, because the flame when you light it's like up here. It dies down quickly, but I wouldn't recommend cooking in your porch. But yeah, it's good on fuel. Little fuel canister shit hot, and the cold weather performance is unrivaled. Some of the gas stuff just starts dying out when it gets a bit chillier, and it's cheaper. I mean, what's that cost me to fill it up? Bugger all, compared to a gas canister, isn't it? I would just use petrol in it.
Let's chip onto the sleeping bag.
This is the Valley and Peak quilt they used to make. It's their winter one. I don't think they make them anymore. And it's warm as buggery. Like, I've had this down to about -4 and not been cold. I think it's rated to -6 or something like that. But yeah, really warm, water repellent, so any condensation or crap that gets on it doesn't get your feet wet or body wet. That's it really.
Oh, a lot of people have been asking about your backpack, buddy.
My backpack?
Yeah.
Which one? That one?
Yeah, that one.
The 3FUL one. It's the 3FUL. I've had this ages. I've also got an atom pack, and I gotta be really honest, the build quality between the two, you can't really tell the difference. And that's saying something really.
But the atom pack's slightly more expensive, isn't it? That one's roughly, at the moment, they're rare, but you can pick that up for about $220.
Is that how much they're going for?
Yeah.
I paid 175 for this.
So that was back in the day.
Yeah, I've had this a couple of years now. This has had loads of heavy use. I've overloaded it so many times. Nothing's split, nothing's come away. And the only reason I bought this was I was too tight to buy an atom pack at the time. And I thought, oh, I'll get something similar. And then I looked at some reviews on the internet, and a guy had just done the Pacific Crest Trail in his. Didn't show any signs of wear whatsoever really. A couple of little threads I think he said had frayed on his video. And like I said with this, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I've abused this, put so much stuff in the ball netting, and there's not even any holes in it really. There's a couple of little skags and that's about it. I mean, even the bottom, I mean, I'm quite hard on kit. I like to use it, and I don't abuse it, but I do use it what it's intended for. Yeah, not one little thread.
So what you're saying is you're basically...
I'm saying
you're not an Instagrammer. You go out and actually use that kit. You don't use it once, you use it a lot.
Yeah, well, that's why my kit looks like shit, because it gets used a lot. But all I would say is, if I were asked whether I was going to buy an atom pack again, or one of these, I'd buy one of these. I love my little small atom pack, the 35 litre, the frameless one.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't buy the bigger one, not compared to this.
I've got the 40 plus.
Yeah.
And I've had that since the coast to coast. And the only thing I've had to replace on that is the frame. You know, the little plastic frame that goes. That's the only thing I've had to replace. Otherwise, I love it still. But like you say,
this one's got a nice metal frame.
I wish it was bigger.
Weighs bugger all. I'm not an ultralight freaking backpacker, so some of you might go, oh, it's too heavy and I need to have a foam pad. I can't do an air pad because it's too heavy and I need to be really light. And I like to spray my bum hole with water because I like to use a bidet. Little finger slipping up there at the same time as giving it a clean. You know, we know what you like. We know. Do you know what, actually? I used a bidet the other day and I actually quite enjoyed it.
Well, they are the cleanest way to get the old butt clean.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, circling the ringer, getting it nice and clean. Felt quite good.
Each to their own.
Yeah, I wasn't complaining. I probably spent a bit too long on there, really.
So that was your kit of choice for this evening?
Yeah, I mean, I use it quite a lot, like I said. The only thing I tend to change is either footwear, depending on weather. I'll take a different stove. I like the jet boil a lot. I do have the little meth stoves. I don't really like them that much. I think they're really take ages to boil water.
Yeah, but it's one of them, isn't it?
Smell.
It's a personal thing. If you like a nice quiet boil up.
Well, this is the thing that makes me laugh, is people go, oh yeah, I don't like the noise of stove, right? Yeah, I'll tell you what is noisy. The bloody MSR Pocket Rocket 2 is noisy as feck, and I don't like the noise of that. But it ain't quiet out here anyway half the time. Normally the wind's been howling, there's rain, there's you farting.
I think that's enough of your honest review.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need a quiet stove. I mean, this ripped rolls and made loads of noise, but I don't care. And now I'm getting wet.
And that's Aaron's love. Thank you.
Yeah, don't come to me for reviews. Go to Phil. Phil's better than me. I'm too honest. Too honest.
What are you trying to say?
You're more polite than I am.
No, I accept the kit for what it is. Like you say, you use it a couple of times, it gets thrashed and trashed, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I even when it comes to buying kit though, I don't really look at the reviews of people on YouTube. If I'm buying something, I look at the reviews from people who bought it. You know, when they leave the comments. Like, I bought a pair of Reveiws ages ago. And I was looking at the reviews online, they were like mixed, and then I went on to the reviews of people who've actually used the products properly. And this guy put a review about them, and he used them for dog walking, and he said they were excellent, had them for a couple of years. And I was like, that's actually the sort of testimonial that made me buy them, because I know if he's out every day walking his dog in them, they've got to be comfortable. And, you know, walking through wet grass and shit all the time, that's going to test the Gore-Tex out just as much as hiking around here will. They're probably my favourite pair of shoes, actually. Not that I'm wearing them now, because we're in the mountains and I like boots, but I digress. I'm waffling. I'm going to disconnect my stove now and pack up, because it's raining.